Okay, let's jump right in and look at today's problem. So today's problem is the best time to buy and sell stock with transaction fees. So very similar to the buy and sell stock problems that you're familiar with from before, but now we include a transaction fee. So what exactly does that mean? It means that every time we do a transaction, so you can buy and then sell, when you sell, you're going to pay a fee of whatever the fee is. So in this example, it is 2. So you can do as many transactions as you'd like, but it doesn't really make sense to do as many as you'd like. You should only do as many as you need to get the optimal answer, because every transaction that you do is going to have a penalty. So in the previous or in most of the best time to buy and sell stock problems, there's not a fee, right? So you can always just kind of go through the list of prices, and so start at 1, buy it, look at 3. 3 is bigger than 1, so you can sell it, and then you can even buy it back in the same day, right? So there's no issue not to buy and sell when you see something higher that's adjacent to each other. But in this case, you have to pay a fee for doing that, so it doesn't really make sense all of the time to do that. So let's look at this example that they have. So in this example, they have a list of prices, they have a fee of 2, and they're saying the maximum profit can be achieved by, yes, by selling at 1 and, well, buying at 1 and selling at 8, and then buying again at 4 and selling at 9. And you can see here that how they calculate the profit is they do 8 minus 1, right? Because they sold at 8, they bought at 1, so 8 minus 1, but then there's that transaction fee of 2. So same with the 4 and the 9. So they sold at 9, they bought at 4, but transaction fee of 2 again. So the total profit is only 8, where in some of the other best time to buy and sell problems, the total profit here would actually be 12, right? Because it'd be 8, then you wouldn't be paying 2 here and 2 here. So how do we solve this problem? Well, they do give us a hint. Let's look at the hint. So the hint says, consider the first case stock prices. At the end, the only legal states are that you own a share of stock or that you don't own a share of stock, right? There's only 2 cases at the end of the day. You either have stock or you don't have stock. So we want to calculate profit that we can have under each of these cases. So it's kind of screaming a type of dynamic programming right away, right? But let's take a look and let's consider those 2 cases as we go through the problem. So what's the first thing that we can do? Well, we know that there's going to be 2 cases. It sounds like dynamic programming. So let's actually get a list for those 2 cases on each day. So how many days are there? Well, that's just the length of the prices. So n days. And then we want to have 2 lists. And those lists can represent the maximum amount of profit that we can gain or that we have at the end of the ith day for each different case. So if we're holding or if we're not holding something. So we can call the holding list hold, and we'll just initialize it with all zeros, and we'll make it length n. And then we'll make another list, which is we're not holding, so we can call it free. And again, we'll make that all zeros because that's our max profit baseline. Basically, you don't do anything times n. And then what do we do from here? So let's think about it. Well, on the end of the first day, the 0th day, what happens? Well, for the hold, what can we do? The best that we can do is we can buy the very first stock, right? So if we do that, our max profit, right, for the first day is going to be the negative of the first price. Why the negative? Because we bought it and we didn't sell anything. So if you buy a stock, kind of what's in your wallet? Think of these as wallets. So what's in your wallet if you buy the first stock? Well, negative amount of money, right? Because I mean, that's not how reality works, but think of it as you have nothing in your wallet, you buy something, so you have negative, right? And then if you on the free the first day, so if we don't have anything, well, that's free of zero. That's just zero. But we already have that, but we can write it for to make it explicit. So then we need to go through all the rest of the days. So for I in the range of 1 to n. So then we will do our magic. So let's think about what's going on. So for each day after the first one, we can calculate the values for our hold and our free wallets based on the decisions that we can make, right? So for the hold wallet, we take the maximum of two values. Why two values? What are the two values? Well, either we can stick with what we had yesterday. So let's just write this out as we talk through it. So for the ith day, we want to take the maximum value of, well, we can stick with what we had yesterday, so we're really just holding. Or we sell the stock and buy today's stock using the money that's in our free wallet. So what would that look like? Our free wallet minus the price of the stock. So why our free wallet? I think this might not be that obvious, right? So why the free wallet? Well, we have our hold wallet, which is what happens when that's our max profit on the ith day when we hold. And our free wallet is the max profit we get on the ith day when we're not holding a stock at the end of the day. Well, in order to buy a stock, so remember this case is there's two cases when you're holding at the end of the day. Either you have something and you're holding it, or you bought something. But in order to buy something, you can't be holding something because you can only hold one stock at a time in this problem. So that means you have to use money from your free wallet in order to make the purchase, right? You can't use money from your hold wallet because if if it's your hold wallet, then it means you're already holding something. So we take our free wallet and we look at how much our profit was from the day before and we subtract the current price of the stock because that's what we're buying. So what about the free case or the case when we're not holding? Well, same type of situation. We can either be free again, so we weren't holding something, and again, we're not going to hold anything. So just do nothing that day. This case is essentially just do nothing. Or what can we do? We can sell, right? So we can sell our stock and add its price. Well, let's think about this. So we either can do nothing, keep the same, or we can sell our stock, add its price to our hold wallet, and subtract the fee, right? The transaction fee. And when I say add the price to the hold wallet, I don't mean put it in there. I mean the actual summation, right? So we can either use our hold wallet because this means we had a stock on the day before, and that's our profit from holding that stock the day before, our max profit. And then we can add that with the price of the new stock because we're selling this new stock. And then we will subtract the fee itself. So that's our two cases. So let's think about this again. Let's do a recap. So for every day in the hold case, meaning we're going to hold the stock at the end of the day, take the maximum of either holding the same stock as we did yesterday or buying the current stock, which requires using our free money and then subtracting the price for that stock. Or if we're not holding a stock at the end of the day, we're either doing nothing, so not holding it again, or we're using our hold money and adding it to the current price stock and subtracting the fee. which means that we sold something, and every time we sell something, we're applying the fee. So if we do that, if you think about it, at the end, we should not be holding any stock, right? Because at the end, we can't, we can't sell anymore. So all we need to really do is look at the free wallet on the last day, and that's our maximum profit. So we can return the free wallet on the very last day. So the length of -1. And that should be the whole code. I've not submitted this yet. Let's do a submission. And it's running. And it looks like this was the daily coding challenge. And we're at a 1 day streak now. So, all right. So that solution worked. It was accepted. And yep, hope that it makes sense and that I could clear that up for you. Look forward to working on the next problem. Thank you.